For nearly 100 years, the Chicago District Golf Association has stood for excellence in this extraordinary game of golf. Now the CDGA's magazine comes to life on TV. Chicago District Golfer celebrates the traditions of the past while connecting with the present. It's a golf show that is sure to inform and to have a little fun along the way. For what's important in Chicago golf, it's Chicago District Golfer TV.
On this show, we'll catch up with a walrus who finds success at the Encompass Championship. Golfers show their respect for those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Ryder Cup stalwart Zach Johnson talks John Deere Classic. We have plenty of game-improving exercises and instruction. We'll take a peek at the exciting makeover at Mistwood Golf Club in Romeoville. Plus, we'll visit the first ever Golf Fest at White Pines. Hello, I'm Jill Carlson, and welcome to Chicago District Golfer. The names bring back memories of many a Western Open. Couples, Price, Stadler, Kite, and Lehman. Now these wily veterans are fixtures on the Champions Tour. And the 50 and older players were in Glenview last month for the inaugural Encompass Championship. Dave Lockhart has more from North Shore Country Club.
It had been 11 years since the Champions Tour had an event in Chicago, and the crowds showed their support and appreciation of seeing these legends once again. Historic North Shore proved to be an ideal venue.
Chicago's a terrific sports town and especially a golf town. I mean, right now I know they're following hockey, but we always do really well here. You've had Ryder Cups and Western Opens and golly, I mean, U.S. Opens. It's just a terrific town.
Dear North Shore, what a beautiful track. Players, I think, were super impressed. The hospitality, the Midwest people, it's second to none.
In Sunday's final round, there were some players riding a hot putter. Mark Calcavecchia proves that he can still roll it as he cans his putt for birdie on number 9. Former British Open champion Tom Lehman had this 30-footer for birdie at the home hole, and he makes it, much to the delight of the crowd. Craig Stadler started Sunday's final round with the lead, and it grew to 5 shots with just 10 holes to play. But then everybody's favorite, Fred Couples, made his move. Closing the lead to just 1 shot on the 18th, with just a 9-iron in his hand, Freddie pushes the shot into the greenside bunker. He failed to get up and down and had to settle for a bogey.
It was a pretty simple shot, but I played most of them well today, and that one, it's not even like the pin was tucked over there. It was in the right side of the green, and I called a shank, but it wasn't very good.
Hinsdale resident Jeff Sluman was quietly lurking at the top of the leaderboard, but couldn't quite catch Craig Stadler.
Craig had made a few bogeys coming down the stretch, but clearly early he was the class of the field. He played great. He hit some wonderful shots, putted great. I mean, I wanted to obviously make the putt on 18 and have a chance at a playoff, but to see him make that putt, it was really, really important to him, and tell the crowd was really pulling for him. I couldn't be happier for him.
Stadler did make things interesting. On 18, he needed this 12-foot par putt to secure the victory. And he just had enough steam on it to claim his first Champions Tour win since 2004.
I picked out my spot and actually stupidity rules sometimes, but I just aimed a couple inches left of where I wanted to and still went right on the right side. So I pushed that one too. Gosh knows why, because I putted really well all week. I made a lot of putts the last 2 days and made some very good putts in the front nine today.
Let's take a look at the final leaderboard.
It's a popular win among Stadler's fans and his peers. The Encompass Championship's his 9th career title on the Champions Tour. Coming up next, we'll check in with PGA star Zach Johnson and visit a golf fundraiser that'll make you proud to be an American. Stay with us.
Two similar products made by two similar companies. At MB Financial Bank, we can tell the difference because we take the time to understand your business. Be treated better. MB Financial Bank. MB means business.
Bowes Creek Country Club has set the standard for public courses with a private club feel. This exquisite 18-hole championship layout offers the exclusive Member for a Day concept. Pay just one fee and you get unlimited golf with a cart and full use of the bent grass practice facility. Plus there's Porter's Pub, a casual English-style restaurant and bar that will complete your day the way you want to play. It's all here at beautiful Bowes Creek Country Club in Elgin, Illinois.
Are you ready to go? How's the hip?
I think you know that we have to take this one plant at a time. It's really the only way that Eunice Feldman knows how to garden. We have got a lot of great bulbs, strong perennials. I am looking forward to a great season and can't wait to get back out onto the field. So thank you and good night.
Eunice.
Hi there, I'm Ian Grant, the Scottish PGA guy. I teach here at Oakbrook in the western suburbs. And today's tip's about putting, especially short putts. I tend to see a lot of people miss short putts because they do one of two things. They either decelerate into the ball or they come up out of the putt before they're finished. To help you out with this, I've devised a little drill, and you can do this on the practice green but not on the golf course. I put something in front of the ball here, this tiny little thing right in front of the ball that I'm actually going to aim at. When I make my putting stroke, instead of looking at the ball, I'm going to look at that little spot in front of the ball. So that when I come to make my stroke, I'm more interested in watching the ball roll over the spot than I am watching my putter hit the ball. Hopefully, if you do it properly, you'll hit putts like this. Good luck and keep the birdies coming.
Those are some good thoughts from Ian. While the ultimate sacrifice and the game of golf don't sound like two subjects that go together, the Illinois Patriot Education Fund proves the two go hand in hand. Its annual fundraiser held at Medinah gets off to a rousing start thanks to our favorite anthem singer. The organization's mission is to provide educational financial assistance to support Illinois military families. Overcast skies couldn't dampen the spirit of those who participated.
It means so much to me because there's a lot of financial issues coming home to get education, and it stops at the service members like myself, and it doesn't go through to my family.
Anytime any other veterans ask me if I want to participate in anything to honor service members, Memorial Day, Veterans Day, anything they do, I take special pride in that because it's something that we earn. It's a rite of passage, and no matter what branch of service you served in or how you feel about what you did, you should always be proud of what you did.
One veteran who took part in the day's festivities was Purple Heart recipient Chad Watson. The Mount Zion, Illinois native sustained multiple injuries and lost most of his right leg in Iraq.
The veterans who are returning can't be successful without family support. I strongly believe that, without the community's involvement. So as communities welcome you back home, they understand what you've gone through and are willing to help out with whether that be education, employment, and things like that. And then also the companies that are involved who are willing to take chances on veterans and get them back into the workforce because they realize that they're leaders and they can be leaders in the corporate world as well.
Sometimes it's very surreal and you just have to take that moment in of how appreciative people are, how appreciative our civilians and our how Americans just support us, and especially with the Illinois Patriot Education Fund, how they not only look at the veteran but they look at our families and our children as well, and how they help with the recovery process and the transition back into civilian life as well.
Since the beginning of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, more than 260 Illinois Armed Service members have lost their lives, while more than 1,500 Illinois Armed Service members have been wounded. This organization truly helps so many deserving people.
As the fund continues to grow and mature, it will address other educational opportunities, maybe tutoring programs, again, additional school supplies that have been expanded, but anything that falls liberally into that educational niche, we're doing our best to take care of that and make sure that it's very specific to the needs of Illinois military families.
Think about it. These veterans fought for our country to protect our freedom. It's not something to be taken lightly.
I gotta support anybody that's that brave. If you're gonna put your life on the line for the people you love and care about and what you believe, you got my check mark. Love you.
We talk a lot about heroes in sports, but these men and women that are sacrificing their lives are the true heroes. And I think that's why every single time we have an opportunity to be able to come to events like this and help out, I look at it and I say, I gotta be here. It's a must.
If you missed the Medinah event, there's another chance to play and contribute on September 11th with Illinois Patriot Day at Cantini. Visit IllinoisPatriotDay.com for more information. Another patriotic guy is three-time Ryder Cup player Zach Johnson. The Cedar Rapids, Iowa native has found a comfort zone in the Quad Cities at the John Deere Classic. In 2012, Johnson won the tournament for the first time in 10 attempts. Located along the banks of the Rock River, the public access TPC Deer Run Golf Course earned a reputation as a fair and fun track.
You go to some courses where every hole looks almost the same, and this is not one of them. I mean, you have up, you have down, you have left, you have right, you have short, you have long. It requires every club in your bag. I just think it, for the most part, it kind of rolls with the land. It doesn't seem too contrived. Obviously, it's a great piece of property, right? It sits on the river and whatnot, but I know there was some dirt moved here and there, but granted, it's moved by John Deere, but for the most part, the piece of property just looks like it lays well for a golf course.
Johnson won in dramatic fashion last year. On the second hole of a sudden death playoff, he's faced with a 192-yard shot from a fairway bunker on the treacherous 18th. There's water lurking on the left.
You're just trying to hit a shot. You're trying to hit a quality shot. You're picking out your target. You're trying to land, in that instance, you're trying to land it in an area that hopefully it feeds up to the hole. And it obviously did that. I didn't see the ball. That's part of it. I mean, I'm literally standing behind it and I'm picking out a target. It's a tree because I can't, it's not really dusk, but it's getting hazy, and I really just couldn't see where the ball, I saw it bounce. And after that, I couldn't see it.
Johnson was also a proud member of the United States Ryder Cup team at Medinah. He compiled an impressive 3-1 record and was one of the few Americans to win his singles match on that whirlwind final day when the Europeans made their gallant comeback.
You work so hard to get to that point, and then losing it the way we lost it, well, I should say winning it the way they won it was hard. We won, 3 out of 5 sessions and tied another one and lost the final session. So that was hard, and I felt really bad for Davis. I was pretty pleased with the way I played for the most part. I mean, I wasn't, when it comes to individual stuff, it's frankly irrelevant. But if I can find some sort of silver lining, I performed all right.
And if you head to this year's John Deere Classic, you can pick up one of these Zach Johnson bobblehead dolls. It's a pretty good likeness, complete with the sunglasses. After this short break, we'll head to the new Mistwood Golf Club and see all of its exciting enhancements.
Have an exceptional golf experience at Aldine Golf Club. Take a quick drive to Rockford to experience a fantastic round of golf on this championship course. Aldine Golf Club was voted one of the top 50 courses in the U.S. with greens fees under $50. Aldine was also recently selected as a host site for a 2014 U.S. Open sectional tournament. To book your tee time, visit aldinegolfclub.com.
Illinois, mile after magnificent mile.
Designers can't wait. Engineers can't wait. Business can't wait on old technology from the phone company. It demands internet that keeps up with the speed of business. Comcast Business. PC Mag has named us the fastest business ISP in the nation. It's a new breed of speed. Sign up for Comcast Business Internet and add phone and TV for just $34.90 more a month. Don't wait. Switch to Comcast Business today.
Hi, this is Jeremy Smith coming to you from Athletico in Oak Brook at our Golf Performance Center. Today we're going to talk about flexibility and the importance of flexibility in the right areas. For every strengthening exercise that you're doing at home, you should incorporate at least one flexibility exercise. Today we're going to talk about the glutes, we're going to talk about the hamstrings, and we're going to talk about the calf. Simple exercises, you need a stair. What you do is you're going to hold these stretches for 30 seconds and perform 3 of them for all stretching exercises. You're going to lean forward for the hamstrings, bending in the hips, not in the back. If you bend in the back, that's not stretching the right area that we want. We got to hinge as if you're bowing forward in order to hit that hamstring properly. Second one for the calf. You're going to stand up on the stair. You're going to drop one foot back. You're going to let it drop below where the stair is in order to hit the upper calf. If you bend the knee slightly, you'll hit the lower calf. Stretching both is very important in order to maintain stability when you finish through the swing. The last one we're going to discuss is the stork stretch, where you grab and you lift and pull. You should feel a stretch all through the leg. This can be done either in standing or in laying if your balance is off. I hope these flexibility tips help you, and if not, feel free to come out and see me at our Oak Brook facility for Athletico.
Thanks for the great advice, Jeremy. After closing down early in 2011 for a full course renovation, Mistwood Golf Club in Romeoville is open and more than ready for play. While the economy has forced some other courses to delay improvements, Mistwood is back and perhaps better than ever. The Ray Hearn course originally opened during the golf boom of the 1990s. It's essentially the same layout, but with many significant improvements. The efforts made by owner Jim McQuethy and his team make Mistwood a destination all golfers will want to experience.
I kept finding things about this course. I realized the potential was huge, but there were things that had not been done that should have been done. I started talking more and more with Ray Hearn over the years, and we developed a long-range plan for the course that included a lot of the things that Ray had wanted to do in the first place, plus a bunch of ideas that we came up with, for example, the stacked sod bunkers.
The par 5 third hole sees the most change. Water goes around 3/4 of the green, making it a true risk-reward hole. There are Scottish accents everywhere, from the new bridges to the hand-cut Lannon stone that surrounds most of the water hazards, to the unique 21 stack side bunkers.
There's a number of golfers that love watching the British Open and they just don't have the opportunity, the means to go overseas. And we looked at this, Mistwood is perceived incorrectly or correctly as having a Scottish flavor. Not a links type course, but a Scottish flavor. So I added these 21 glorious bunkers, and they're positioned really strategically that the low handicap golfer is going to be more impacted than the mid-range to high. I think they add a strategic element, they add to the shot value, and visually they're a wow.
The new Mistwood Performance Center also has a Scottish flair with many state-of-the-art features. The facility helps the driving range become a year-round operation, complete with covered stalls and heated mats. There's also custom club fitting, thanks in part to the Launch Monitor TrackMan.
Mistwood right now with our Performance Center is a one-stop shop for golf. We have club fitting, we have TrackMan, we have Sam Putt Lab, we have Quintec. So you can get anything fit. You can get your putter fit, just like the Tour Pros. We take a look at it, we see if the lies are right, if the lofts are right. With the golf clubs, we can fit any golf club head with any shaft.
When you hit the course, there are plenty of options available yardage-wise. It's more than 7,000 yards from the tips, but there are 5 sets of tees from different angles, providing a variety of shot values.
In my profession, you have to look at what technology is doing to this game. And it's not all length. You really have to keep sharpening your risk reward, your strategic options. And every hole, I look at it as like polishing a gem.
A facility like this has been needed in this part of Chicagoland. With the improvements that have been made, it looks like the ultimate goal of this establishment is well within reach.
To be recognized as one of the premier golf destinations in the Chicago area, and I think we're approaching that now. The real test will be, will the people come? But I think they will.
Jim has put together something that is just amazing. I could never, if someone would ask me when I first got into golf business if I would work at a place this beautiful, I wouldn't have believed it.
Mistwood has hosted the Phil Cozen Illinois Women's Open numerous times and will once again bring together the state's best female players July 31st through August 2nd. Coming up next, we'll get some more instruction from one of Illinois' finest teachers and explain why juniors are so important to the game.
Some say the beauty of Eagle Ridge lies within the landscape of rolling hills and breathtaking elevation changes not seen anywhere else in Illinois, while others say the beauty rests in its 63 holes of championship golf, anchored by the highly acclaimed The General, and yet most will claim the beauty is in the serenity of its natural surroundings. But all are in agreement, the real beauty is that all of this is less than 3 hours from downtown Chicago. Beauty indeed.
Designers can't wait. Engineers can't wait. Business can't wait on old technology from the phone company. It demands internet that keeps up with the speed of business. Comcast Business. PC Mag has named us the fastest business ISP in the nation. It's a new breed of speed. Sign up for Comcast Business Internet and add phone and TV for just $34.90 more a month. Don't wait. Switch to Comcast Business today.
How you doing today? My name is Dan Kochevar from the player service here at Oak Brook Golf Club. Today what I'm going to go over is driving and driving the golf ball. What I'm going to do here is illustrate that the setup position to the driver is extremely important. These drivers nowadays are much bigger. They're made to be hit middle to up on the club face, and you hear that term a lot. The reason why we do that is we're trying to create a drive that has less spin to it. So therefore the setup position is extremely important to the driver. Most players will set up to the ball like they're hitting an iron and they want to hit it the same way. Therefore, they spin it, the ball goes up too high, and then they don't really get much roll out of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the proper setup position. So first things first, I'll put the club on the ground next to the ball. My left heel will be close to the stick, and then I have my left hip tilted a little bit to the right, and then my shoulders are going to be on a slight tilt. And the reason why I'm doing that is to give myself enough room when I turn is to catch it on the upswing so the ball spins less. So if I set up to the shot, create my tilt, okay, it's important to watch the ball in flight. What we want to do is we want to see if the ball is releasing or rolling as well as going in the right direction. So just remember, set up to the driver correctly so you can enjoy your game so much more.
Thanks for that great tip, Dan. Fun. It's one of the reasons people play the game of golf, and that philosophy is at the heart of the first ever Illinois PGA Golf Fest. Dave Lockhart has more from the White Pines Golf Club in Bensonville.
Many major golf companies were represented so one could demo the latest clubs. Guest speakers such as Northwestern golf coach Pat Goss were there to lend insight. Plus there were fun skills challenges and PGA instruction. Admission was free to all those who attended, many of whom are golf's future.
Growing the game of golf is number one. Showing people that golf is fun and getting people playing more and active in the game of golf. That's our big initiative, and showing all the different activities that we have here in the Chicago area.
Juan Espejo has been a highly regarded instructor working mostly with kids for years. He has a refreshing approach to teaching the game by not getting over technical.
As they play, they learn. And it's nice to let them know that they are learning even if they're missing. And the excitement, of finally achieving something they're really trying to do. And then giving them avenues to keep growing in the game.
Keeping things new and fresh to keep kids involved is important. And I think some of the old tried and true, kids leagues that have been around for years, I think those are stale and they're not drawing the interest that they were in the years past.
PGA instructor Mike Jean and his daughter Emily work hard on her game and play the game together. In just 3 short years, the 16-year-old is making major strides.
Do you and Dad get to play against each other, competition-wise?
Sometimes, yeah.
How does that go?
I've beat him a couple times.
Mike, is that humbling? It is, very humbling. It's happening a little more lately than it has in the past, which is a good thing.
Speaking of good things, that's what Golf Fest stands for. Thanks to events like these, opportunities continue to improve for youngsters who want to get involved in the sport.
I think it's so important for kids to enjoy the outdoors. And the more you can immerse kids in outside, I think they're going to be healthier individuals overall.
I grew up in the city. I grew up in an area where I was not accessible to play golf at all. I was really not introduced to the game till my late teens. That would be one thing, is getting into the cities and exposing it through schools, after school programs, whatever we can do just to put clubs in people's hands. You never know who the next Tiger Woods is going to be.
All in all, it was a great day for those who gathered at White Pines to learn and enjoy this wonderful game of golf.
Look for Golf Fest to get even bigger and better next year. Organizers are hoping to expand to additional locations across Chicago. Thanks so much for watching this action-packed Chicago District Golfer, for everyone who plays the game.
On July 22nd, you can tee it up in the L's for Autism Golf Challenge at the iconic Seth Rayner designed Shore Acres in Lake Bluff. Be a part of the largest charity-driven golf tournament in history. Sign up today at e4agolf.com.
Does your bank see you as a commodity? At MB Financial Bank, we see you differently. Because we take the time to understand your business. Be treated better. MB Financial Bank. MB means business.
If you're a golfer, then the Chicago District Golf Association has something for you. The CDGA is home to a state-of-the-art golf handicapping service, which allows golfers of all skill levels to compete on a level playing field. The CDGA sponsors and conducts more than 50 championships for amateurs, high and low handicappers, juniors, seniors, men and women. The CDGA is a leader in charitable causes that brings the game to those with special needs. The CDGA is truly for everyone who plays the game. Visit cdga.org for membership information and more.
Are you ready to go? How's the hip?
I think you know that we have to take this one plant at a time. It's really the only way that Eunice Feldman knows how to garden. We have got a lot of great bulbs, strong perennials. I am looking forward to a great season and can't wait to get back out onto the field. So thank you and good night.
Eunice!
Bowes Creek Country Club has set the standard for public courses with a private club field. This exquisite 18-hole championship layout offers the exclusive Member for a Day concept. Pay just one fee and you get unlimited golf with a cart and full use of the bent grass practice facility. Plus there's Porter's Pub, a casual English-style restaurant and bar that will complete your day the way you want to play. It's all here at beautiful Bowes Creek Country Club in Elgin, Illinois.